You're now going to learn about 3 tools that you can use in GIMP to help you achieve your creative vision. Now, the scale image and the move tool you're mostly going to use when creating composites in GIMP, which you're going to learn how to do in a future section. But the rotate tool you're going to use more often when you have crooked horizons in your landscape images and you need to straighten them out. So I'm going to show you how to use all 3 tools right now. So let's jump into GIMP and get started by opening up our O2 file here in our section 01 folder. So to open this file from here, I'm going to click and drag this over to the interface, and it's going to automatically open as a new document. Now, depending on your operating system, this may or may not work. If it didn't open the file this way, go up to File and select Open from here. So let's start off by moving this image layer right here of our subject from the last tutorial and move her above this landscape layer here. So let's come down here and click on this little icon right here to move those layers around. Now I'm going to grab my move tool because let's say we want to move this image layer higher on the canvas. So we can come over here to the toolbar to select our move tool from here, or you can use the keyboard shortcut, which is the letter M. And then you can click and drag up. Unfortunately, it's moving the wrong layer. So let's undo that with Command or Control plus the letter Z. Now, the reason why it moved that landscape layer was because I have that one selected. If I click on this layer, it will activate or select this image layer, and then you can go ahead and move it up. But let's say you have this layer selected, and then in your tool options, you have pick a layer or guide selected. This time, when I click on the image layer, it's going to move this layer even though the landscape layer is selected. And if I undo that and come over here and click on the background layer, it will then move that layer. So if it's not moving the layer you want to move, make sure you have the correct option selected in the tool options here. Now let's say for whatever reason this horizon in this image layer is crooked and you want to straighten it out. You can use the rotate tool to do that by coming over here and clicking on this icon, and it's probably not going to be this one that's visible. It's probably going to be this one by default if you're starting off with GIMP for the first time. So right click here, scroll down and select rotate from here, or use the keyboard shortcut, which is Shift plus R. If you select from here, you then have to click on the layer that you want to activate. Now, because I had this landscape layer selected, it's going to rotate that one. So I'm going to escape out of there by hitting my escape key. I'm going to select my image layer, and then I can click on it and then click and rotate the image as needed. Or if you use Shift plus R, it's going to automatically activate the rotate tool. So you can click on the canvas and rotate from here. You can use this slider up here. You can also type in a number if you want something precise, or even more precise, you can use these little arrows right here to adjust them in smaller increments. Clicking rotate will then rotate that image for you. I'm going to undo that with Command or Control plus the letter Z. Now let's say we want to fill this image to fit inside of this entire canvas. We can use the scale tool to do that. So again, same area, same group of tools. We can select the scale tool from here. Now we can click and drag to the left or right or up and down to resize. The only problem is it's not in proportion right now. So we're going to hit our escape key to get out of there. I'm going to hit Shift plus S to auto activate the tool. And then in this little window up here, we need to activate this option here to keep everything in proportion, and then you can grab a corner, a side, or drag from inside the image layer here to resize it as needed, or you can even type in a specific number. If you know you need 1200 pixels wide, it will then automatically adjust the height for you. Once you're happy, click the scale button here and it will resize your image. All right, so that's it for those 3 tools. The next set of tools that you're going to learn about in the next tutorial are the ones that you're going to be using the most often when editing your images in GIMP, and it's all about making selections in GIMP to target your edits exactly where you want them. So if you're ready for that, let's do it.